Welcome to another video from Sorare Assist. On this channel we offer hints and tips on Sorare players, especially those sought after budget options that you want to know about. So sit back and let us guide you through the Sorare world. With the recent announcement today of the 5 new teams joining Sorare, I thought it would be a good idea to highlight some key players for those teams and some obviously the good options for your Sorare collection. Okay, so that's what we'll be going through in today's video. I'll be highlighting some key players in the 5 new teams that have been launched on the Sorare platform from the Serie League. Before we get into it, please remember to smash that like button and share this video. It really helps support the channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel using the big red button below and ping that notification bell to be the first to know about any new videos or budget players. If you have any questions or comments about this video or Sorare in general, please comment below and I will aim to reply to all comments. If you've not signed up to Sorare yet, there is a link in the description below if you did wish to do that and bag yourself those all important free cards. Now that's out of the way, let's get into today's video. So, like I said, today's video I'm going to be highlighting some players from the 5 new teams that have just been launched on Sorare from the Italian Serie A. Okay, I have to be honest with you though, there is a little disclaimer at the beginning here. There is a bit of quality in these teams is very scarce in terms of consistent good scorers for your Sorare teams. Okay, but there is a really quality option that you definitely need to know about. So please stay tuned because that player is highlighted towards the end of this video and is potentially probably one of the best midfielders on the platform. Okay, so let's get stuck into it then. So first of all, I've gone with Federico Dimarco, who plays for Hellas Verona. He's a defender. He's only 23, but he is capable of some decent scores. As you can see here, he has got some of the green numbers that we do like to see. Okay, now Dimarco, I think he's potentially on loan, so let's just have a look at this from a different team. Let's just check. Just have a look on here. Yeah, he's on loan from Inter Milan, so he's actually at Hellas Verona getting some first team football, but he has been doing fairly decent for them. 4 goals, 3 assists, but he is on loan from Inter, so that's something to be aware of. Not that that's a bad thing, but something to be aware of anyway. Okay, so he's the first option there that I've highlighted. It's the only option from the Hellas Verona team. Hellas Verona are currently 10th in the league, so they're not too bad of a side, mid-table side there really. Okay, the next option we've gone for is from Cagliari. Now just bear in mind there is a couple of options here from Cagliari, but they are near the relegation zone there, so that is something to bear in mind with their players. So first of all, I've gone with a defensive legend here in Diego Godin, a very experienced defender, and as you can see he's got some fantastic scores. He is 35 though, that is something else to bear in mind, but as you can see he's going to be a fantastic scorer for your team. Because of his age, it may be available at a cheaper price as well. Next up for Cagliari, we've got Joao Pedro, midfielder on the platform, but he is more of a forward, I would say, and he does get a lot of goals. As you can see, he's got some fantastic scores here. Very good option. If you just look at his stats on here, as you can see, he's played 33 games, he's scored 15 goals and 3 assists, which is pretty impressive for a team that is fighting for the relegation battle. So next up, final player. Next team is Sampdoria. Okay, we've gone for a goalkeeper here. Sampdoria are 9th in the table, so not doing too bad. We've gone for Emil Audero. Okay, so look at his scores. Fairly decent goalkeeper option there if you are after a goalkeeper in the Champion Europe division. Another player from Sampdoria is Antonio Candreva. looking pretty good, even though he's 34. He is showing some consistent scores, as you can see. He's got some impressive numbers here, which is really, really good to see. So he is a decent option. He's played 100% of their games. He is 34 though, something to bear in mind, but he does look good in terms of the scoring matrix. Next up, we've got Udinese players here, a couple of Udinese players. So Udinese are 11th in the league currently, as you can see. And for them, we have gone for Juan Musso as the goalkeeper. As you can see, he's played 100% of the games in the last 15 and 5. Fantastic scores here, some brilliant scores for a goalkeeper. So that's another option if you're after a champion Europe goalkeeper there. Now, next up is the player I was talking about at the start of the video, which is a fantastic option, probably the best option out of all these teams and all these players that are launched onto the platform, is Rodrigo De Paul. Okay, he's a midfielder, he's only 26. As you can see, his averages are fantastic, and look at his scores, absolutely brilliant. Now this guy is going to be in high demand, I would imagine. He's Argentinian as well, as you can see there, and he's got 8 goals and he's also got 7 assists. But his overall all-round play is fantastic. As you can see, he's got some fantastic scores here on SofaScore. He is a fantastic player, okay, and he is also getting involvement in the Argentinian national team as well, with the Copa America and the World Cup qualifying in mind. Now that is eligible for the Sorare scoring. So he's a fantastic option, fantastic scores. As you can see, he's probably going to be one of the best midfielders on the platform, I would say. Definitely going to be one of the best scoring midfielders on the platform. So he is a fantastic option if you was after a player. But may come at a price, I would expect once he started racking up some scores, his price would probably look likely to increase. So the final option today is a goalkeeper for Genoa. So Genoa are currently 13th in the table there. Not having too bad of a season really. I suppose there's a slight risk that they might slip into the relegation zone. But so that's something to bear in mind. But this is a good goalkeeper option again. Look, he is getting some good, decent scores. Maybe available for cheap as well, with the risk of the potential relegation there. But something to bear in mind with Perin is, I believe he is on loan from Juventus. Let's just have a look. Yeah, he is on loan from Juventus, okay. So he is set to go back to them at the end of the season anyway. So even if the relegation was a possibility, he is likely to go back to Juventus there. Again, though, the risk there is that he may not get game time if he does go back to Juventus. But I would imagine he would be after first team football, so he might transfer to another team where he is going to get that first team football. So that was the final option today. I hope you did enjoy this video. I just thought I would get that video out, obviously for anybody who's not familiar with these teams, just so you've got some options there to go with once these players' cards do start appearing on the auctions. But as I say, Rodrigo De Paul is probably going to be one of the best players on the platform in terms of midfielders. So this could be a very, very viable option there for your Sorare collection. But it may cost you a pretty penny. It may be quite expensive, but he, like I say, he is a quality player. Probably going to be one of the best scoring midfielders on the platform. And he has also had links recently as well to some bigger clubs. I think he is due a big move, to be honest. He has been at Udinese for quite some time now. As you can see there, 6 seasons. But I think he does deserve a transfer to a bigger team. Let's just have a quick look at the news on him, just see if there's any. There we go, Liverpool target, Interswap. So as you can see, Inter, Liverpool are linked to him there. So he's going to be a very high demand player, and is a fantastic option. Okay, if you have any thoughts on today's videos, then drop them down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video and subscribe to the channel by smashing the subscribe button below. Don't forget to ping that notification bell to be the first to be informed about any new videos. You can also follow us on Twitter, there is a link in the description below as well. It's at Sorare Assist. There's also a link in the description to Sorare if you want to get signed up today and access those all-important free cards. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next video and see you again soon.